Howdy! Welcome to Promise Me Fortune Ranch. Today I would like to take this opportunity to show you how to fit a saddle to your horse. According to the statistics of Riders for Helmets, over 7 million people ride horses each and every year. 80,000 accidents have occurred and been reported to the emergency room from riding a horse. I just have to wonder how many of those accidents occurred because of an improper fitted saddle. Pat Powers from Horse Talks talks about the most important link between you and your horse is the saddle. So, according to Karen Loshberg, she had said that you must be able to identify some of the anatomy of the horse. The withers, the shoulder, the girth, the hindquarters, the back, and the ribs. The withers is located directly beneath the mane. The back is where the saddle sits. The hindquarters is where you want to keep your saddle off of. The girth is what tightens up the saddle to the horse, and the shoulder. The shoulder is right here, and it's in a triangle shape, and that is something that you want to watch. Karen also had demonstrated on her black horse. She had in chalk showed the skeleton of the horse to give you an example of the range of motion for the shoulder. The front legs extend forward, causing that range of motion in that shoulder. If the saddle is too tight on the shoulder, it will cause the shoulder to either A, break bone, or B, not give that full range of motion. Also, another important illustration is the muscle chain of the horse, the extensor muscle chain. This is the back extensor right here, located on the back of the horse. And what that is you don't want that, which I'm going to show later, you do not want that to pinch the horse. So now that we kind of briefly went over the explanation of the anatomy of the horse, I would like to share with you some parts of the saddle. To understand how to fit that saddle to your horse, you first have, this is an English saddle, the illustration is a Western saddle, but this is a pommel. Here's your seat where the rider sits. This is a cantle back here. This is the back housing unit. This is the tree of the saddle, which is either made of wood or iron. This is actually the shoulder fender right here. Horses for Dummies, Sandra Pavia, had explained to actually fit this saddle onto the horse that you must lay your hand against the horse and insert 3 fingers, giving the shoulder enough room for that momentum of that extension. So we want to make sure to do that. This illustration on my PowerPoint is a properly fitted saddle. And if you'll notice, the girth is located exactly where the girth should be. The pommel is right on after the withers. The saddle does not sit on the hindquarters. And the seat is balanced right in the center of the horse. So back to my original saddle. This is, like I had stated, this is my saddle that I ride in. This is my tree. This is my gullet right in here. This is the seat, the pommel. And the Horses for Dummies had also said that to the extender, the back extensor that I had explained earlier, if you can stick 3 fingers inside of this will fit your horse comfortably. This is an illustration of an Arabian horse. The Arabian horse has a narrow back, which is very important not to get a super wide tree here, which will give it plenty of room for movement. So I kind of want to talk about the placement of the saddle on the horse. And since I don't actually have a live saddle, I kind of want to give you a vivid explanation of this. The placement of the saddle, you should place your saddle over the horse, starting at the withers and pushing backward with the hair. Stephen Loyett from the Arabian Saddle Company had said that this will give you a direct connection if your seat is balanced, providing a better ride for the rider as well as the horse, a more comfortable ride. So if you follow the Horses for Dummies, You can also insert your 3 fingers in here to make sure that you have plenty of room between the shoulder of the horse and the shoulder fender of your saddle. Plenty of room in between the gullet of your saddle and the back extensor muscle of the horse beneath the withers. So your withers should be right in this area right here, which gives them plenty of room. A rider should sit in the middle and should be balanced evenly in this seat. So back to the statistics of riders for helmets. If you remember, of those over 7 million people have owned a horse, 80,000 accidents have occurred. I just wonder if they've actually taken the time to properly fit their saddle onto their horse for a smoother ride for the horse and for them. Wishing you all a wonderful evening. Happy trails to you.